So hold our heads up high and beat the drum to what we love. Risk the follow, we have felt it all come crashing down from far above. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding, only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies, the champions of the world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the last light.
Yo, what's going on? Hello. We're back again. Yes, you can't get away from me that easily. We're streaming 2 days in a row, I think, right? We streamed yesterday, right? It's 2 days in a row. Incredible. Never before done, actually. 2 days in a row. High cloudy, high oval. So, we're going to try to finish Metal Gear today. The vibes are really good today. The vibes are immaculate. Actually, the vibes are incredible. So, we're going to try to finish the game. I'm feeling great. I really want to finish the game. And if we finish fast enough, I'm just going to stick around and we'll hang out, you know? It's going to be a good time. The vibes are immaculate. So I'm really excited. I think we can do it. I think we can finish the game. And if we have enough time left over, we're just going to hang out and have fun. So before I get into it, I'm actually going to send you guys back to the starting soon screen just because I do need a couple more minutes. So yeah, sorry about that, but I'll be right back and then we will start the stream for real. Oh no, not a migraine. That's not good. We don't like migraines. Okay. Let's clear all of this stuff. All right, let's get started. Hello, hello. It's a little late. I didn't mean to take that long setting up, but we're here now. So, let us commence the stream and get the game loaded up. Okay. We are here today for one important goal. Metal Gear must die. Metal Gear must die. We have been sent by Amnesiac Boss to destroy the weapon known as Metal Gear. And we rescued last stream the Chungus doctor, who was useless and did nothing. But now we have the location of where Metal Gear is, and I think I know where to go to get there. So that's what we're going to do. I forgot that I had that GIF there in the corner, by the way. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. All we must do is kill Metal Gear. How do I move the... Oh, it only goes down. Uh-oh. This elevator only goes down? Oh, no. Okay, well, welcome back to Metal Gear. We're going to try to beat the game today. So, let's do it. I do not remember what's in this room. Okay, right. Okay, we need... Where do we need to go? We need to go... let me think. Where do we need to go? We need to go... The building number 2... Okay, so we need to find the entrance to building 2 so we can leave and go to building 3. So we finally unlocked the ability to go to building 3. So that's what we need to do. We need to get out of here. We need to go to building 3. Okay, I'm a little lost, but that's fine. We just need to walk around until we can find the exit. So we can get to building 3. It might be up there, actually. Okay, it might be up there. I'm so excited to get to Metal Gear Solid so we can actually play a real video game. If we finish today, or whenever we finish, I'll give my thoughts on the game. But this is definitely a very old game. Like, oof. Like, this is definitely a very old game. Like, oof. Okay, this should hopefully, I think, be where we want to be. No, this is the Death Rolling. Never mind. I have been thinking about this game more, and it definitely feels like an early Kojima project. Like, there's things in here that are like, yeah, you know, like Kojima really did like start here, because there's like patterns in his future stuff that I'm like, oh, you know, that really makes sense. Okay. Hopefully this is the right way. Okay, I think this is good. So we just have to go Okay, this is good. Yeah, we made it. We made it. Okay, this is good. We're going the right way. Fuck. Okay. We need to go to that door. That door right there, that's where we need to go. Okay. There are a lot of guys. There are a lot of fellas. They're sending the entire population of Lithuania after me. Hello? Okay, I think we should be good to cross the desert, I think? Or not. Okay, we might not be good to pass the desert. We might be a little cooked. We might be a little baked and sunburnt. I'm using the antidote game. I'm using the antidote. I'm using the antidote. I'm literally using the antidote. Thank you. Okay. Shoot. I really thought that was it. Okay, we have... I'm pulling up the guide. I'm pulling up the guide. Listen, we've been through this whole base like 5 times. I'm pulling up the guide. I mean, sorry. I'm gonna go work at Blizzard. I'm gonna go work at Blizzard for a little bit. Okay, oh, we still need to get the compass. Okay. We still don't have the compass. Shoot. Do we not still have the compass? Oh no. We still don't have the compass. I choked. Okay, we have to go get the compass. Hold on. Grab card 7, open the northeast door with card 2. Let he's walking the southern wall so the guards next to me won't see you. Now call Jennifer again. She will leave open the northern door. Remember not skip any text. Walk into the open doorway and grab the compass. And it's been grabbed by 2 guards. When you grab the compass, exit the front, head back west while hugging the northern wall. Okay, exit and head east. Use car 5. Okay. Get across. Okay, equip the compass. Head north. Okay. So yeah, we just have to get the compass. So to get the compass... Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit more backtracking and then we'll get the compass. Okay. We're finally locked in. I am locked. I am giga locked. It is time. I am giga locked. I really just want to end the game today, so. I am giga locked. Okay, we need to go, I think, 1 floor up. Is it here? It might be. This elevator can't go down. Ah, shit. Okay. Let's go here. I think this is where we want to be. Yeah, this is where we want to be. Okay, let's go here. We're about to get the compass, and then we can continue. Yeah, I couldn't imagine playing these games back in the day. I am so glad I was not born back then, because I would have been a little rager. I would not have finished a damn thing. Okay, open the northeast door, head east, and then call Jennifer. Okay. Well, so much for don't let the guards see you. Here I go blasting again. Beat his ass. Beat his ass. Give him the old 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're on MMA rules now. No holds barred. Get shit on. This is the military, bitch. Okay. We should be good. Oh, let me just... Hold on, let me just... This guy thinks he's safe. Okay, so... Head east while hugging the southern wall. Call Jennifer. Okay, we need to call Jennifer. This is Jennifer. I'll open the door. Over. How the fuck was I supposed to know that? Just real quick. No, actually. How the fuck was I supposed to know that? And now the door's open. How's I supposed to know that? Thank you, Kojima. Anyway, here's the compass. Okay. Now... go back, open the southeast door. Okay. Okay, so we have to get back to the floor we were just on somehow. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but somehow we have to go back to the floor we were just on. Even though the elevator does not go down, I don't think. Let's just kick this guy in his balls real quick. That always works. Okay. So let's try to just... I am speed. Okay, and this is not gonna go down, right? This isn't gonna let us go down? Fuck. Okay, let's at least save. Let's at least do one of these. Okay. Please be saved. At least, despite everything, we actually saved. Okay, now we just have to somehow get one floor lower with an elevator that doesn't go down. Compass. Use this to cross the desert. Ah, who gives a shit? Let's just go. 3 rations is enough, right? Okay. This is not going to be an elevator, is it? At least we get to jam out. The music's good. Right? I think so. It feels like you can feel that it's kind of like the music that would be in future games. Okay, how do I get out of here? Let me out. Okay, I think this is the exit. Deathroli. Okay. Juke Deathroli. Okay. And now we go down. And cinema. No, wait, this is the wrong area, isn't it? This is the wrong area, isn't it? Shoot. I think this is the wrong area. We're back in the first building, right? I think this put us back in the first building. It did. Okay. How do we go back up? Oh wait, no, we're fine. Okay. Never mind. I am tweaking. We finally did it. We finally did it. We can move on. We can progress the playthrough. I can't believe it. We actually did it. We won. We actually can progress the playthrough. We're done. Get me out. 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 Okay. Are we doing it? Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? I think we're doing it. We did it, okay. We have one ration. This is Big Boss. Get in the truck on the right. Over. Okay. Arg, the truck's been moved. Are you kidding me? No, 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 no. No, the truck has not been moved. The truck has not been... Just kill me. Please kill me. Please. Please. Please kill me. Take me back. Kojima! Okay. Fuck you, Big Boss. I'm beginning to think the final boss of this game is Big Boss, because his stupid ass, his chungus chud ass, is giving us the worst instructions of all time. I cannot explain how shit his directions are. Bro, you are the worst commander known to man. You actually suck, dude. This is Big Boss. Enter the door on your left. Over. Yeah. Dumbass, there's only one door. This dude actually is trash beyond measure. Big Boss, more like small orders. Fuck is wrong with this guy? Oh my. Piece of shit. And now I'm dead. And now I'm ace. Okay. Oh my. Nah, this dude is crazy. Boss has to be Boss is the enemy, right? He has to be sabotaging us. He has to be a villain, right? Like, he's a twist villain. He's sabotaging us, right? Everything this man says is wrong. It's not just me, right? Like, everything he's telling us to do is just straight up wrong. Go in the truck gets moved. Go in the room fucking has a trap in it. Like, he has to be trolling. He has to be an enemy. There is simply no way. Okay. This is boss. Enter the door on your left. Over. Okay. What if I do that? Okay. Now if I go back outside, I'm still fucked. And now I'm amazed. Oh wait, maybe I have to blow up the wall? No. I do not have to blow up the wall. And now I'm amazed. Oh wait, we got full resources. Hold on. Oh, we do have to blow up the wall. Okay. Wait a minute, we got full resources. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. We got full resources. No. No, you're joking. You're joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. You're joking. It's a joke. No, Big Boss is actually the villain. He's actually a bad guy. Okay. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Get me to the end. Everything this man says is wrong. Do not trust his lies. Big Boss voted shittiest commander of the year. Big Boss leads worst mission in CIA history, asked to leave government. Big Boss rolls worst commanding job known to humanity, asked to turn in his badge and gun. Alright guys, we're pretty far down there. This is giving, what's that one area in Elden Ring where you take the elevator down? This is Jennifer. There should be an oxygen cylinder on the other side of the wall. Over. Thank you, Jennifer. Which wall, by the way? You know, Jennifer, there's just so many walls. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay. This is Big Boss. Solid Snake, abort the mission. Return immediately. This is an order. Turn off your device at once. Over. I was right. He's sabotaging us. Big Boss is the final boss. He's an enemy. I was right. He's trying to make us fail. The reason why Big Boss's instructions were so shitty the whole time. He's sabotaging us. He's a bad guy. Surely this is a twist Kojima will not use again, right? Surely this is a twist Kojima will use tastefully once, right? Surely. Surely. Okay, let's see if there's any breakable walls. Surely Kojima will not use the person who's supposed to be on your side is actually an enemy twist too much, right? He'll have self-restraint, right? 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 There's no way he'd do it again, right? It's always the last key card. Oh, it's none of the key cards. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Never mind. It's none of the key cards, actually. We have to just, walk of shame back the other way. Fine. You win, my bad, my bad. My bad, bro. I thought there was game progression over here. My bad. I still wish there was an option to turn down just the music, but leave all the other sounds the same volume. It's a little weird there's not an option. I mean, it's an old as hell game, so I get it, but like, for a modern re-release, you really can't adjust just the volume of the music? Really? It's a little strange, but okay. Like, I mean, whatever. We're living. This is Jennifer. There should be an oxygen tank. Yes. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Love Jennifer. She always gives us instructions exactly when we need it, and never way too long after. Thank you, Jennifer. MVP. Alright, don't mind me, I'm just doing unspeakable acts to this poor door. Never mind, I'm doing absolutely fuck all because we don't have the right key. Okay, there must be a false door, right? Like, there must. There's gotta be a false wall. Ah, there we go. Aha! Oxygen cylinder. Using the oxygen cylinder in the water will preserve your life gauge. Okay, so that means we probably have to go back up and backtrack to the water. What a thrill, like silence and darkness in the night. What a thrill. Surely a super long trip up a movement device is not something Kojima will use again in another one of his games, right? Surely it's just in this game. Surely the man has fresh ideas and doesn't just reuse the same 3 things every game, right? Snake, you slow ass. What a thrill. We're gonna do this every time we die. 'Cause there's fear in my heart that you're respawn supreme. Duh. Okay, let's try this again. Come on now. Okay. This is an order. Abort the mission. Yeah, fuck off. What if I don't, though? Okay. Let's compass out. And let's go back. Kojima! Kojima! I yell as they strap me to the medical bed and push me into the white padded room. Okay. Let's antidote and oxygen. Okay. Okay. Hello, Spinky. It is another Metal Gear stream, and Kojima willing, the last Metal Gear 1 stream. If we can help it, this will be the last Metal Gear 1 stream. Look at how full our inventory is. We only have 3 inventory spaces left. We have to be almost done, right? Surely we must be almost done, right? We have 3 inventory spaces. Surely we must. Does she know? We have to almost be done. We have to. There's only 3 inventory spaces left. We have to be done soon. Does she know? Whoa. Okay. We should have the RC missile. Nice. Okay. It's time to play keycard roulette. This might actually be the worst part of the game, by the way. Having to do keycard roulette for every single door might actually be the worst part of the game. This is Resistance Leader Schneider. I know who the Outer Heaven boss is. Wait, don't tell me. Do not tell me. I believe I can guess. I will now use 100% of my brain. It's Big Boss. The Outer Heaven leader. It's Big Boss. We've been had. We have been hoodwinked, quite possibly bamboozled. No way. The Outer Heaven boss is... It's me. I've been the boss all along. In fact, I went back to 1987 to make Kojima make this game, so that I could be the boss of Outer Heaven. Oh no! Yeah, real big help you've been. I can't carry any more of this. I can't carry any more. Okay. Let's have a snack. And let's play more roulette. Okay. And we have one more door. Let's go gambling. I am Dirty Duck. Go ahead and shoot, if you dare. Oh, hell no. Wait, this dude's using human shields. This is Jennifer. Dirty Duck has card 8. My brother is among the captives. Please, don't kill them. If anything happens to my brother, I won't help you anymore. Oh, that would be quite bad, wouldn't it? Okay, let's get out probably the RC missile. And then we'll just hit him with the yoinky spoinky. Uh-oh, wait a minute. We'll hit him with the yoinky spoinky. Whoa. Okay. So Jennifer, is your brother still alive? Jennifer? Can you confirm? Jennifer? Thank you for saving me. I'm Jennifer's brother. When you make your escape, climb the ladder on the left. I'm saved. I mean, one of those guys took a missile to the face, but we're not gonna pay attention to that. We're just gonna forget that one of those prisoners just took a missile to the face, you know, no big deal, no big deal. Kinda is what it is, you know? Okay, ladder on the left. Pay no attention to the prisoner of war I killed by accident. I am humanity's greatest super soldier. Pay no attention. You know, I'm realizing I kind of want to see what's on the right. Oh, there isn't shit on the right. Or the left. Okay. Sure. Oh, right, we have card 8, so now we can go back to building 3. Of course, of course. Of course. Hold on. Yeah, okay, we only have 2 inventory slots left. Right, let's box up and get our GAT. Stupid ass. Alright, whatever. I'm just running. Who cares? Fuck you guys. This is what I mean. It's like, yeah, it's a stealth game. Technically, I guess. But it's just so much easier to say, fuck you guys, and just run through. Okay. Compass number 3. Compass out for a 3rd time. Kojima! Why did you make the stupid ass scorpions do perma damage? Stupid ass. Fuck my Chungus super soldier life getting stung by scorpions. They did not teach that shit in the academy. Okay. Let's go gambling. Okay. We made it. Now this should, if this game is good, if this game is good, Kojima, your Steam review score is riding on this. I just want you to know that. If this game is good, this is where we have to be, and we're gonna use card 8 here, and it's all gonna be fine. Okay. Let's make a save. All right, for the sake of Konami and Kojima's Steam recent reviews score, can they keep their mostly positive? We're about to find out. This better be where I need to go, by the way. This better be it. Please don't take me away to the white padded room. I really don't want to go away to the white padded room. Yelling Kojima's name. Cursing his existence. Okay. Yeah, we got the oxygen cylinder. Okay, let's try this door first. It works. Let's go, it works. Thank you for helping me. The Outer Heaven boss is Foxhounds commanding. What? No. No. There's no. That's crazy. What? Everyone acts surprised. There's. How? Kojima, you've done it again. That twist. I can't believe it. What? How did. The writing. Impossible to guess twist. That's insane. What? He's behind all of this. Don't let him trick you. Okay. Let's move on. Alright, here we go. What is behind door number 8? Wait a minute. Okay. next thing you know, there will be an enormous robot thing trying to take over the world called Gear Metal. Nah, that name's kind of stupid. I mean, who would do that? I mean, that's so obvious. Gear Metal? That's like calling a human skin muscle. Or like an amphibian solid snake. Like, that's just weird. Who would do that? Okay, game. Very clever. Very clever. Okay, game. Very clever. We get it. You can stop with the instant death pits now. No, it's fine, actually. Really, you can stop with the I promise it's okay. You can stop with the instant death pits. No, like, really, you can stop with the instant death pits. It's okay. No, like, really, you can stop with the... Kojima, as he's putting down his 27th instant death pit of this level, Bazinga, they're not gonna expect this one. No one expects the 27th instant death pit. Thank you for the incredible Bazinga, Kojima. Yes, 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 we know. Redundant names. Did you ever watch One Punch Man? I watched One Punch Man season 1. Back when it came out in, like, you know, the Triassic era. I did not watch season 2. I heard it's really bad. And I also heard season 3 is really bad, which sucks. And I haven't read the manga. Is the manga good? Should I just read the manga instead? All the ninjas have equally redundant names. Deadly Massacre, Empty Void, Rumbling Quake. Snake, watch out for the fucking gas room. Snake, watch out for the ninja. Gray Fox and his allies. Deadly Massacre. You'll never guess what he's up to. Okay, we're gonna have to move fast here. You know what? Something tells me there's another false wall. Something tells me there's gonna be another one. Okay. You know what, Kojima? Maybe I have judged you too harshly. Perhaps I have judged you too harshly. Let's go gambling. Oh my god, bruh. What the fuck? Oh. You have to fucking toggle the mine detector and the gas mask. Bruh. What is this APM shit? This isn't StarCraft. Why do I have to toggle APM? I'm just gonna tank the mine. Who gives a shit? This is the final fuck you HP tax before you reach the final boss, isn't it? Make you clear out all your healing items. Oh my god, bruh. This is Jennifer. You're just gonna have to make a run for it. As long as you have some rations left, you'll be okay. Oh my god, bruh. Kojima, this is literally just the ration tax, bro. It's the final fuck you ration tax. Oh, wait a minute. That's a Metal Gear. Wait a minute. Okay, we have the list of attacks we have to do. Okay, so to defeat Metal Gear, we have to attack its legs in sequence. So let me put that on the side for me. Okay, we have to do right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, and then guess the last one. Does that sound fucking stupid? Well, guess what? That's what we have to do. What is happening, by the way? What the hell is happening? Okay, I'm gonna assume I can't open this door. Okay, yeah, we are not opening that door. Okay, well, shit, I mean, can I hide in a box from the lasers? Oh, I can. Oh, wait a minute. I can hide in a box. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Can I place a mine while I'm in the box? No. Okay. Okay. Right, right. So we have to do right again. Okay. Now left. Now right again. This music kind of goes hard though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now two lefts. This music does actually go hard. Okay, now one more left. Okay, now another right. Okay, and then should be two lefts. And two rights. You know what they say? Two rights make a left. Okay. Okay, now another left. This music is jamming though. Okay, and now a right. Okay, and then a left. And now a right. And then we have to guess. So we have two left, and we have to guess whether the last hit is left or right. I'm gonna go right, just because we're closer. We did it! Ultimate weapon no more. Destroy Metal Gear. And now the music is going insane. Okay. Emergency! Emergency! This facility will self-destruct. Oh my... It's actually going to self-destruct. And there's a timer. And now I'm amazed. Solid Snake, I've been expecting you. Man, get your goofy ass out of the way, we're all gonna die. I am the Supreme Commander of the Foxhound Unit. And the leader of the Fortress of Outer Heaven. Big Boss. I gave this mission to you, a rookie, thinking I could use you to fool the rest of the world. But you were too good. You went too far. Solid Snake. I'm not going down alone. I'm taking you with me. Prepare to oh, this guy is fast as hell. Okay, hold on. Well, I've discovered a fatal flaw in his AI. So... I don't think he's taking damage, actually. Wait a minute. I don't think he's taking damage. I don't think he's taking damage. What about the RPG? Oh my god, bruh. He's too good. He's too good. I'm too stupid. He's too good. He's actually outplaying me. It's actually cooked. He's actually too good. Oh, okay. Well, that was easy. I mean, we're out of healing, but... Oh, the left, the one on the left. Oh, that is so troll, game. That is so troll. Kojima's one last fuck you. Kojima's final fuck you. That is so troll. Waboom! This is Solid Snake. Metal Gear has been destroyed. Operation Intrude N313 is a success. No big deal. Job done. That's all. No big deal. Casual 4-stream game. I'm coming back now. Over. This is Radio KNK. We have a special news flash. Today, before sunrise, a large earthquake was recorded in the vicinity of Galsburg, South Africa. Is that a real place? Presenting the staff of Metal Gear. Hey! Directed by Hideo Kojima. Written by Hideo Kojima. Programmed by Hideo Kojima. Artwork by Hideo Kojima. Music by Pachi Pachi. We beat the first game in the marathon. Let's go. We actually did it. We beat the first game. You know what would be so funny? If we get through the credits and Kojima's name isn't even in it. Kojima didn't even make this game. Okay. Fuck me, I guess. Never mind. That's so good, because now we can shit-talk this game, and I can shit-talk Kojima. That's so awesome. Let's go! We beat it! And Kojima's name is in the credits! So I can talk about this game in the wider context of Metal Gear, and shit on it. And, yeah. It had good points, though. I will say, like, legitimately, this game did have good points. Legitimately. And thank you to the localizers, so I could actually play it, because I don't know any other language besides English. Thank you. Hideo Kojima. Producer Hideo Kojima. Presented by Hideo Kojima. Award presented to Hideo Kojima by Hideo Kojima. Featuring Hideo Kojima. A Hideo Kojima game. Can you hear me? Solid Snake? I'm not dead. Someday, I'll get even with you. Someday, we will meet again. All right. So that is Metal Gear 1987. Difficulty original. That is the harder difficulty, by the way. There were two options, easy or original. And we did play on original, which, believe me, was very difficult. Playtime, 4 hours and 40 minutes. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. Like, that's pretty bad. I think you should be able to beat this game way faster than 4 hours and 40 minutes. 27 saves. That's pretty good, I think. Continues, we died 80 times. And we alerted 121 times. That's pretty bad. Humans killed 472. That is terrible. That's pretty bad. Rations used 97. That's a lot. We did grind a lot, though. We grinded a lot of rations. Special item not used. I don't actually know what that is. What is special item? I don't know. Code name, Deer. So for the record books, for Metal Gear 1, we got code name Deer. And that's that, I guess. Clear data. Nice. All right, let's get this off the screen. All right, and let's talk about the game. So that was Metal Gear. It was an experience. It was a game. It was definitely a game. So, as the birth of the stealth action genre, I can see where it's coming from. I can see where it's coming from. I really can. On the other hand, it's a little bit of a piece of work. So, it does seem like the game wants you to use stealth. Obviously, there's the cardboard box. And a lot of the early rooms are structured that you should be able to walk around and like actually use stealth. However, by the end, there were rooms that I genuinely don't understand how you're supposed to use stealth. I genuinely don't understand. I don't think it's possible to get through some of the later rooms with stealth. It just doesn't seem possible. Maybe that was a skill issue on my part, but I'm pretty sure also the jetpack rooms, all of the jetpack guys, I'm pretty sure I tried to use the cardboard box and they still saw me. So for those rooms especially, I don't really understand how you're supposed to use stealth. And obviously the stealth mechanics were basically non-existent besides the box. With the box, it's like, okay, you can hide and slightly move, so enemies won't detect you as long as you stay still. And eventually, you can optionally find a suppressor for your guns to shoot enemies silently. But obviously, it's a very old game, so the stealth mechanics just aren't very well developed. So I don't really know much about Metal Gear 2, but I think in Metal Gear 2, which we'll play next, there's actually crouching. So it is possible, I think, that in the next game there will actually be crouching. And so that's cool. That's kind of nice. So hopefully there will be more developed stealth mechanics. Another just weird thing about the game is that since it's an old game, anytime you exit a room and re-enter, the room kind of resets to its default state, meaning that every enemy would respawn. If you cleared a room and then stepped out for 1 second and stepped back in, all the enemies would instantly be back. But also if you stepped into a room with an item and stepped out, all the items would be back. So you could farm items, but also enemies would kind of infinitely spawn, kind of. So that was another weird quirk of it being an old game that I didn't even realize you could farm items until like halfway through the game, because I didn't realize, I didn't think to check to re-enter a room with items after I cleared it. So I didn't even realize that you could farm. So that was interesting. But the farming definitely seems necessary because, again, with bosses, I'm not sure it's really possible to beat a lot of the bosses without taking damage. A lot of them are just weird and cheap. That's another point, the bosses. So something that I kind of know about Metal Gear as a franchise is that Kojima really likes his goofy, wacky, kooky boss fights. So I've only played this game, of course, and then Metal Gear Solid 5, but I've heard that, and I kind of have limited knowledge, that in the other games there's like very goofy, like other boss fights where it's like Psycho Mantis, and stuff like that. And I kind of see the origins of that here because all of the bosses would introduce themselves with some sort of like, goofy title where it's like, haha, Snake, I am a Predator Hawk. I have been waiting for you. I will swoop on you with my claws of doom and shit like that. Or like, haha, Snake, I am Trash Compactor McGee. You will never escape my room of confusion. All of the bosses kind of had this like quirkiness to them. Obviously, they were all like a couple pixels. And they weren't very like well developed as actual fights. But I guess except for like the helicopter, all of the bosses were like these over-the-top characters, which does seem like a theme that the rest of the franchise runs with. So that'll be really interesting to kind of see all of the goofy boss fights in the rest of the franchise. And I can really see how that started here because all the bosses are just like weird and like strange characters. Another weird thing about the game, so it was structured very much like a Metroidvania, where sort of you have a very large inventory and you need to collect key cards, you need to collect key items to open up new areas of the map. So it's like you need key card 1 to get into the level 1 doors, you need key card 2 to get into the level 2 doors, you need the gas mask to go through the gas room, you need the scuba mask to go through the water. So it was kind of that setup of like a Metroidvania almost. But it did feel like the backtracking was very excessive. And again, I get it's an old game, so they need to pad the runtime. But it did feel like, even for a Metroidvania, the backtracking was very excessive. And I think part of that, especially in this playthrough, was that it wasn't very telegraphed where to go. So a lot of this playthrough, probably like maybe even a full hour of this playthrough, was bogged down by us just not really knowing where we're supposed to go or what we're supposed to be doing. We were supposed to get the compass apparently extremely early in the final area, and we got it right at the end, like literally 20 minutes before the end of the game, we got the compass. And that's not supposed to happen because we kind of ended up sequence breaking and doing things a little bit out of order, which is kind of cool. And again, that kind of ties into Metroidvanias, because a lot of Metroidvanias, you can do things out of order, but a lot of that is also just kind of the game didn't really telegraph what you're supposed to do. So a lot of time in the playthrough was spent going, okay, well, we have a lot of freedom in how we want to navigate the base, but the only way to progress to get a key item is you have to go to a very specific wall on a very specific floor, realize that you can break it, have the right equipment to break it, and then do that and get the key item inside. And that happens multiple times or something equivalent, which is very frustrating because you can completely just lock yourself out of progress multiple times unless you just magically figure out what the developers want. So, and you would think the codec would be there to solve that. You would think that you could be able to like have a lifeline you can call on the codec to be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then the lifeline on the codec can say, oh, Snake, try going to this floor and exploring, or you need this item that you haven't found yet. So that kind of would have been really nice. But the codec is supremely unhelpful. And I didn't really see a point in it in the game. Because I know that in future games, you can call different allies on the codec and they'll talk to you. And I don't know how much advice they might give exactly, but I know that that's sort of like a very dynamic thing where like you can call people on the codec and they'll talk to you, and it's very dynamic. Whereas in this game, it's completely static, where you can only make codec calls to certain people in certain rooms, and that's it. If you try to call in the codec exclusively outside of a specific person in a specific room, you get nothing. And so, again, it feels like just a bit of a wasted opportunity. It's cool. It is cool to see like this mechanic, because obviously we know that the codec comes back and becomes like much more of a feature. So it is cool to see like this early version of it, but it is very frustrating that it feels like the codec could have been a lot more helpful, and it feels like it didn't really have a reason to exist. It's like, when did anything actually happen on the codec that actually mattered? I think it only happened once, right? In this stream, when we had Jennifer unlock a door for us. And that's basically the only time that happened. And we didn't even get a prompt for that. I had to follow a guide for that, I think, because we did things out of order. So the flag in the game just didn't even trigger to give the codec call. So we had to just look at a guide to know to make the call to Jennifer to get the door open, because we did things out of order accidentally. So the game just never even gave us the trigger for that. So except for that one door opening, it's like, okay, well, why does the codec even exist? Because nothing ever really happens with it. So that was kind of confusing and unfortunate. So it would have been nice just if the codec could have been more of an active part of the game to help push the player into finding what they need to find, because we would not be in this game without a guide, full stop. If I did not just give up and look at a guide multiple times in this playthrough, we very simply would not have finished, because there's a lot of esoteric shit. Which is another point that, like, this is a very old game, so there's a lot of intentional frustration. Like the backtracking, the extremely hidden items with no tell, the instant death mechanics. There is clearly a lot of very intentional frustration in this game that's intended to give you very cheap deaths and waste your time to pad the runtime of the game. And that's very unfortunate, because it worked. It got me. We had a lot of very unfortunate instant deaths that padded the runtime of the game. So it got what it wanted, but it doesn't feel good as a player to die to the instant death holes like for the 7th time, or to be 1 pixel away from the door and then get hit by the instant death rolly, and then have to get reset all the way back to the elevator and go through an entire sequence of rooms again. That, I know why it's there. I get it, but it clearly has not aged well from a game design perspective. And so going back and experiencing that, it just can feel very tedious when there's clearly mechanics that are intended to frustrate rather than present an interesting challenge. I did actually like the Metroidvania aspect a bit, I guess, actually. So talking about that a little bit more. The Metroidvania aspect was actually kind of fun. When I had the items and it was clear what I needed to do. That's why, like, I'm not totally opposed to it. And I actually really like that you can kind of see the origin, again, of like later in the franchise where all of the equipment that you carry around comes from, because at least in Metal Gear Solid 5, but I assume in the others too, Snake has a lot of stuff that you're carrying around that you can use in terms of equipment. And that's really cool. And you can clearly see that it got its start here, because by the end you have a huge inventory of weapons and like items. And so going into a room and needing to like swap to the right item, and then you use it, and then you swap to another item and you use that, and then you go through the room with another item, and then you have like, that is really cool when everything works. The biggest probably time waster on the stream, besides just being lost or like dying to like instant death mechanics, probably the biggest actual time waste on the stream was definitely keycard swapping. That was really frustrating. I think if I could like make one very simple change to the game, like not like fundamentally altering the game, I would make it so you have one key card and then the key card levels up as you go. So you start with a level 1 key card, and then when you collect a level 2 key card, it replaces your level 1 key card. So the whole game, you only have a single key card, because again, in terms of like that frustrating time wasting mechanics, it's very clear that the game intentionally wants you to walk up to a door, not know which key card you need, and then start juggling all 5, 6, 7, 8 key cards in your inventory to find the right one. And yeah, again, it's very successful at that because you spend a lot of time and you waste a lot of time juggling key cards. So that is very, again, like frustrating that you're continually having to juggle all of these different items. That's literally why that guy is in the corner there, because we were doing the door, getting jiggy with it, you know, moving freaky on the door every time it came to a door because we didn't know which key card we needed, and we just kept having to do that the entire playthrough. Even as soon as you're getting the level 2 key card, you only have 2 key cards in your inventory, and the game is constantly swapping between doors that need level 1 and doors that need level 2. So even when you only have 2 key cards, you're constantly having to swap between them and door hump to find the right one. I just don't really understand why that's in the game beyond frustration. So if I could have, besides like making a huge change, like giving you 2 inventory slots, or like active item slots, absolutely, definitely, there should have only been 1 key card that levels up, because that part of the game is extremely frustrating. What else? I mean, the story is very simple. It's not really anything to talk about with the story. Most of the characters don't matter. The only like actually relevant characters are like the scientist, Big Boss, and Snake. Everyone else just kind of appears 1 second. Wasn't there like a wife and a husband, and like you call and like it's the husband, and then later you have to call the wife or something? Did she even say anything of value? I don't remember. Like, there were so many just random, like, why is this even here in terms of like a character that makes no sense? Oh, what else? The fact that the final boss, you actually have to write down the left, right combination sequence is so goofy. Like, again, that is like very, again, kind of like proto Kojima of like having to do things outside the game, where he basically just like stares you dead in your soul and says, listen, get out a piece of paper, or I'm going to, and get a piece of paper, get a pen, write down what I'm telling you right now, or your life is going to be hell. And that feels very like proto Kojima with, again, I've heard that like future games deal a lot with sort of like the meta of talking to the person playing the game a little bit. So that again feels like very like early proto Kojima in that sense of like, I'm going to give you a 16 combination sequence you have to write down right now because there's no way you're remembering it, and without it you can't beat the final boss. So that's a very goofy part of the game. I guess I am kind of impressed with like the environment design. There was like an interesting variety, a lot of different colors, a lot of different textures. The enemies are all like basically the same guy reskinned for the whole game, but the environments actually had like a surprising amount of variety. So that was actually pretty interesting and fun. And I never felt, I guess, like bored or tired of the environments, because like I would consistently be able to see different colors, different things. I guess the elevators were like a really weird part of it. So the game never explains that apparently certain elevators can only go in certain directions, and actually certain elevators only lead to certain areas of the map. There's not one elevator and then you go up and down to the different sections of the map. There's 3 elevators and they all lead to different places. It's a very confusing map. And like the blue elevator can only go down and the red elevator can only go up, and they connect to different spaces on the map, so you can't just go in between them. You have to, it's super confusing. There's no map. Again, very much like preying on frustration. So the elevators were very frustrating. However, I do like the sense that the elevators were kind of like your bonfire, essentially, to make a completely unforced Dark Souls reference. Because every time you get to an elevator, the game makes a save for you, or like an autosave. So every time you get to an elevator, it does feel like a moment of calm. It feels like you've reached like a safe place, like a little home in the storm a little bit. So I did like that aspect where like when you get to an elevator, you're like, okay, cool, I can breathe a little bit because I have a new save. So that actually was pretty nice. Yeah, Spinky, the only Pokemon game I've ever played is Pokemon Black on the DS. That's it. And I never finished it. So, because it was my brother's DS, so I was just borrowing it. So I actually have no experience with old Pokemon games, old puzzles. I don't know anything about that. Like, I know that there's caves and there's probably like surfing too, but like, what even puzzles are in Pokemon? I genuinely like, I've never even heard of like Pokemon having puzzles. That's completely new to me. I've never heard of that. But yeah, all in all, I would say I would not recommend Metal Gear 1. I definitely don't think it aged well. However, I do think since we're doing a marathon, I think it is actually very fun and interesting to play as like a time capsule. I would never recommend someone, probably even a Metal Gear fan, to go back and play it just because like it very clearly is not a very good game by today's standards. Too many aspects are just way too outdated. And you practically need a guide to finish it. But I actually do think it was valuable to play for the marathon. And I actually am still genuinely glad we played it for the marathon. Because based on like now that we've seen the beginnings of Metal Gear, we're going to be able to see where the series goes from here. And we're going to see the evolution. And again, there's aspects of it, like the sound effects, like the character design, like some of the story cliches, like seeing the Metal Gear itself, actually. There's these elements that are going to come back later. So being able to see sort of these early, like, proto versions of what Metal Gear will later become, that actually is very interesting. That is very cool. And so I think it's going to be really exciting to move on to the future games, and especially Metal Gear Solid, or the Metal Gear Solid series, and be able to compare it to like its very humble beginnings here. Because again, there's a lot of things that are going to come back later, and I am aware come back later. So like the bosses all being like these weird, crazy figures. The sort of plot twist of the guy that you're working for is actually the secret twist villain. The codec comes back. Of course, Metal Gear comes back. Rations come back as you're healing. Cardboard box comes back. There's so many aspects here. Sort of inventory, like equipment system comes back. The stealth comes back in a very big way, of course. The stealth gets very upgraded. So it is really cool seeing all these elements that we know are going to come back later in the marathon, that are going to come back in these future games. So I do think there is some value there. I mean, obviously, like, this game is not good. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I am not going to sugarcoat it. Like, this game is not good. If I couldn't use a guide, we probably would not have finished even the second stream. But it's over. We did it. We have finished another game on stream. Cross it off. Add it to the vault. We have successfully finished another game on stream. There's Team Rocket Base with levers and doors. Oh, wow. That's really evil. That's like a evil Mario Maker level. That is fucked up. You have to just intuit the right combo. And the rum isn't fully visible. Oh, interesting. You have to do a lot of backtracking with like opening up different red key card for the red door, blue key card for the blue door, red switch opens the red door, yellow switch opens the yellow door. I see. Interesting. I've never heard of that because I've never really played a Pokemon game. Should we do that at some point? Should I at some point play a Pokemon game? That could be cool, right? I've legitimately never like gotten even halfway through a Pokemon game before. I am completely a Pokemon noob. I've genuinely no Pokemon experience in my wheelhouse. Okay, so I think that's gonna be all for this stream. I am gonna try to stream later. So I'm gonna end the stream at least for sure on YouTube. I'm probably gonna end on Twitch. And then later I'm thinking of just doing a very chill stream where I just play like a whatever random game and we just chill, not part of the marathon, very casual, just like hang out, you know, just chat while I play a game. But that'll be later, so not now. The new emotional support team member is right here. You can see that is Silver Deadlock. So unfortunately, I've been gripped by a new digital crack. I escaped the Riot Games crack. I finally freed myself from digital crack cocaine, League of Legends, and digital Tinder, Valorant. But unfortunately, I basically walked off of I basically went from walking into a rake and then getting hit in the face with it over to walking on a different rake and getting hit in the face with it like it's a Family Guy scene. And the new rake is called Deadlock. So Silver Deadlock has gripped me in her furry grippers. Woe is me. Indeed. Woe is me. So in fact, we might actually be playing Deadlock later. For the next stream today, for the chill stream, we might actually be playing Deadlock later. So we'll see about that. But yeah, that is gonna be all for now, I think. We will be back later. I am probably actually not gonna be back for the rest of the week. I'm having a very busy rest of the week. So this is probably gonna be the last day that I'm around for this week. I do have a YouTube short I've been holding in my back pocket, so I'll probably just post the YouTube short sometime later this week for you guys. So you won't get me, but you'll get 60 seconds of past me. So I hope that's enough. And then next week, we will be back with Metal Gear 2 and whatever else I can think of. So that's really exciting. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. But like I said, there may be more later. There will be a VOD, of course, on Twitch. The next stream will probably be Twitch only, by the way. Just because it's going to be a very casual thing. But I'll try to have the VOD up. And of course, the VOD for the stream is going to be permanently available on YouTube. So that's going to be exciting. So yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. Metal Gear 1. It's certainly a game. Written by Hideo Kojima. Produced by Hideo Kojima. Music by Hideo Kojima.